Well, we're going to be getting a little bit of Slums Search and Destroy now. A small map. It's quite an interesting one as well because we usually see these big pushes down the left-hand side towards that tomb and some early engagement from the get-go. So Slums Search and Destroy is going to be the next match.
Slums Search and Destroy we will be playing. Slums.
Okay, so they're just going to get that game set up. I mean, coming off the back of a huge victory there on Hardpoint, surely Cloud have got to be really motivated going into this. Do you think Curse are going to feel the pain here going into this next game?
Well, I mean, Slum Search and Destroy can be a hell of a lot slower paced than that Hardpoint. Sorry, so I think it's a completely different ball game here.
Yeah, so I mean, Curse have just got to make sure not to let the heads dip down. Just looking at the actual scores that those players picked up, Zanity really standing out, breaking over 5,000 points, 5,175 points to his name. A clear MVP for that match, in my opinion. Yeah,
he really did play well there. And it's shown as this team were so heavily dominant. I mean, what was it, 250 to 105?
Yeah, it's a huge victory for them. Curse, I always feel, I mean, the players within Curse anyway are very, very overlooked, though. Nobody particularly gives them the recognition they deserve, and they continuously perform at LAN. So they are one to actually watch. I'd hate to say they're going to be a surprise team because they're not. They are excellent players in their own right, but Cloud are making it very, very difficult for them here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this Cloud, with the exception of Shane, are a very young lineup. Well, younger than most of the top teams in the European Union anyway, and they are really outshining here. Shane, of course, formerly of the Prophecy lineup.
Yep, and I mean, just revisiting actually the pool plays that have been taking place, because that's probably where they've met the toughest opponents so far. We saw, once again, the Curse team actually taking out Prophecy 3-2, and they beat Horizon 3-1. They did lose to TCM 3-0, but a victory against Prophecy, that's certainly something that deserves some recognition. And looking at the other side as well with Cloud, they beat EQ 3-1, lost to Freako Impact 3-0, but they beat Epsilon 3-2, who were, of course, the ESL victors and have secured their ticket to LA.
Yeah, I can just see Epsilon player Darren McGee in the crowd there just brushing that off as if it was nothing.
But yes, going into Search and Destroy Slums, I'm just going to make sure that both of these teams are ready. I believe they're just adjusting the class setups. Of course, the score streets that they're going to select for Search and Destroy are going to be completely different to the Hardpoint game type.
Yeah, and it looks as if this stream is also being streamed in French, as we have got the Millennium player in the game. I believe they are actually streaming all weekend. Mostly, of course, they aren't currently playing, so it looks as if this is being streamed on the French channel as well. And we are going to get things underway here. Slums Search and Destroy, just for a quick reminder for you guys back home that are unaware of the rules, it is a 1 minute 30 round duration, and it is first to win 6 rounds. Now we're going to go on board with the attacking side first of all, which is going to be Curse.
Yes, so we are starting with Bissell. Now Bissell actually a pickup for Freako Dragons going into ESL, and he has got his place in LA. But he really proved himself at that tournament. I feel he did end up coming second place in the European Championships. You know, he's got LAN wins under his belt, most noticeably the EGL4 victory he got with Fnatic. That was actually with Vapes and Mac as well. So he's teamed with these guys before. He's very aware of how they play, and a very, very strong player in his own right.
Yeah, that grenade just blew up in mid-air there, so that indicates to him that there will be a trophy system somewhere. Goes for the wallbang, but Shane quick to take him down there. 3 versus 3 now as Vapes responds by taking out Zanity.
Well, Black, what are you up to? The bomb has gone down there, and he is making a push towards it. He's been very cautious, though. I mean, it's one thing on Search and Destroy that you have to be very careful of. When the bomb goes down, you don't know if the other team are aware of that or not.
Yeah, exactly. You basically just have to assume that they are and then play around that. Just double check every single little corner and hidey hole around that bomb area. Black just going to revert back to the middle now, trying to get a decent angle around the choke points.
Black and Mac are the final 2 players left on Curse here. A situation that's all too familiar for these guys, sometimes dubbed as the Black and Mac combo. And we're actually seeing Black damaging. It was Mad Cat, which means it's going to be 1 versus 1. It's Black against Josh. Black 2 kills under his belt already.
Let's just bring up that minimap. In the bottom right-hand corner, are the players anywhere near each other? Oh, this is going to be very, very close for Black as Josh is making his way over. You can see him from that garage area. I don't want to reveal anything too loud because, of course, we are sat directly in front of the players, but Josh manages to take him down there.
Yep, so Josh is going to easily get this defuse. Mad Cat is very happy with Josh's performance here on the main stage.
Mad Cat, of course, did team with both Mac and Black in the last time we were in Blackpool. Actually, that was EGL9.
So, you know, they're all good friends. Of course, there's a banter flying back and two, but no doubt after this game there'll be firm handshakes and a lot of respect shown to each of these teams. It is, at the end of the day, part of the game for some of these teams, particularly the Cloud lineup. I mean, they've got Josh, Madcat and Shane in there, who are all renowned within the European community for their trash talk during matches.
Yeah, exactly. Now we are going to get on board with the attacking side once again. This time it is Cloud, and we are going to be seeing Zanity adopting the foul with the target find. Now Flux for TCM was the first player that I actually noticed using this weapon, and it did work very, very well for him. So I think a few players have actually adopted that, and Zanity did spot a player there just trying to pre-fire a little bit, hoping he'd show himself. Perhaps he did towards the end of his pre-spray, not managing to hit anything as he looks through that Land Rover area down that right-hand side. His trophy system has just got a diffuse of a equipment coming towards him, shots fired in towards that middle map, but not picking up any kills.
No, and he's actually sustained a little bit of damage, so he needs to be careful here. He's actually maneuvering himself around to the middle map area. He knows that there is someone in this vicinity, but he's just going to play this slowly. They've got to be careful, though, because they are on the attack. The round length's only 1 minute 30, and at the end of the day, if they don't take out all the other team, they need to get that bomb down. Yeah,
exactly. Over half the round has already gone, and they haven't made really any advancements, but Zanity quick to put bullets onto Black there, but Black managed to get the better of him. If we just have a look at what Shane's doing with the sniper rifle now, I'll assume he's got dual band on that, which will, of course, enable him to have another weapon as well, but Shane left 1 versus 4 against Black, Mac, Vapes, and Bissell. Has got the bomb, only 20 seconds left to do anything. I would recommend that he'd perhaps have to play for kills here rather than go for the whole thing. Yeah,
he does have the DSR, as you say. He's chosen not to take out the dual band on it, so he's not got what some people dub as the thermal scope, but he does come head-to-head with Vapes, and Vapes is going to make that kill, bringing things level at 1-1.
Yeah, of course. At least he managed to take down one of them before he got took down himself, which will, of course, rack up the kills should it come to the very last round. And Vapes just there on that kill cam, just showing you how he took down Shane. Nice and quickly, despite Shane being behind that bomb.
All right, well, as the rounds switch sides, we are also going to jump on board with Curse.
Let's go on board with Vapes. I feel like we didn't really see him too much in the last map. So he's going to push down this right-hand side, just spraying through into blue, making sure that none of Cloud can go for a cheeky push up that right-hand side. However, also it will mean that those windows are open should his teammates want to push through them at any point in the rest of the round.
Exactly. I mean, those windows are a bit of a telltale sign. Of course, you've got to hear the windows smash if people want to advance through there. So it just opens up another opportunity for Curse, really. Vapes is holding back a little bit, and I'm noticing this quite a bit from Curse. They do seem to be playing the Search and Destroy very conservatively. They're not pushing in, and they're just waiting for Cloud to actually reveal themselves. Maybe they're hoping that they're going to be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, I think perhaps that they know Cloud's playstyle. They know they're all pretty much a very aggressive team. Of course, Madcat, renowned for his camping work on Black Ops 2. He actually ended once a 2-0 on CTF. But I think he has changed quite a little bit as he does start pushing out more. And Josh and Shane, of course, very strong rushers. As Vapes manages to take down Josh. Looks straight on towards that bomb site. Has seen the trophy system. Going to destroy that. Not really too sure why he needed to reveal his position, but it did enable his teammate to get a kill there, as Vapes is just avoiding some wall-banging bullets coming through there from that A-bomb site.
I'm just going to bring up the map and see where both of these guys are, because with only 10 seconds left, Vapes needs to do something.
He has got the bomb. He's managed to get himself behind it as well. Is Zanity going to look at that and pick up that kill?
Yeah, it was nice with Zanity there, and that target finder actually really helping him out there on that kill. And Josh is so happy with Zanity's performance, as is Shane. And you can see, you know, sure, he would have probably seen him anyway, but the target finder, whilst it is just providing that little bit of scope for them, it does, of course, put a nice reticle around the enemy. And here we go then, 2-1 going into round number 4 of this Search and Destroy.
Let's stay on board with Zanity there, as he has actually got himself out that SMG, which is unusual for him. Normally he has his AR equipped at all times. So it's going to be interesting to see the rush that they are actually implementing here, as they're all pushing down that left-hand side, but so are 3 of the Cursed team. So if we just go on board with Madcat, who's also there, comes head-on-head, and that's why he doesn't use an SMG very often. Back on board with Shane now.
Yeah, Shane is actually holding this middle map area. It looks like they are going for a B plan, but Mike is going to take out Shane, which is leaving Josh all by himself, and the score once again gets tied 2-2-2. 2-2. There we go, yeah. But, I mean, this is a lot closer than that hard point we've just witnessed. Maybe Curse are really getting their heads back into the game.
Yeah, that Cloud push then didn't really work for them, did they? I mean, Curse were wise to their tactic there.
Yep, so here we go, round number 5. Let's switch over to the other team and see what's going on for Curse. And who do we want to watch?
Let's have a look. Who are we going to go on board with? I think we should go on board with Black. We haven't really seen too much of him on this search and destroy. Let's go back to him.
There we go, so Black cooking that frag. Oh, and it's going to be Madcat with a double kill. Josh taking out Mac, leaving Black in a 1v4 situation very early on in this round. And that is a really quick round by Cloud. They are pumped. They know that they've got this in the bag if they can keep up performances like that.
That really does show how close these two teams are, because, I mean, I find it very, very hard to concentrate here as the two teams are battling it out with their words. But there we go. I mean, you saw that Curse shut out Cloud when they tried to rush, and then straight away they answer back by shutting them out so early on. Yeah, and that grenade by Madcat just really opened things up for them. You could see as soon as those 2 kills went down, the whole of Cloud just pushed up as a unit. They knew they could sacrifice a few players if necessary, but they didn't even need to do that. Well, trophy systems do go down, and now instead of that big push like we saw last time, it's funny, it's almost the attacks that are being played more slowly. Yeah, definitely. The defensive sort of, they try and push out and get past the bomb more than anything. We're still on board with Madcat here, as he's just down this left-hand side. Has got a trophy system for security, wants to edge out on that B-bomb, which he does so, but Black takes him down ever so quickly. Let's get on board with top fragger for Team Cloud. That is Josh, as he's trying to push through this right-hand side with the M8 in his hands. And Josh has spotted someone. He's had to reveal his position there, which is not great considering he didn't deal any damage. And he'd be wise to actually get out of there. He does not do that. And there's a few chuckles from Curse there. I'm not sure what happened. We're probably going to see it here in the kill cam. There was a huge laugh from the team. Yeah, it was actually 3. Oh, I think they were thinking it was the grenade kill that actually made it, but no, it was actually the shot. But 3-3, it's going back and two. Every single time Cloud are getting that 1 round ahead, and then Curse are bringing it right back. Yeah, there is not much separating these two sides now. Let's get on board with Bissell. We've not really seen him since that opening round, as he is using this M8 customised with the burst fire. He has got himself a grenade as well, rather than any stuns or trophy systems, as he's just hard aiming down this left-hand side, trying to spot out any Cloud members that go anywhere near that B bomb site. Yeah, this really is turning into one of my favourite search and destroy maps, actually. I really like the actual positioning that teams are using, the play styles that they go for. And what I think I like the most is it's so hard to predict if there's going to be a B or A push. Usually on most maps, such as Cargo, there's a lot more favourable bomb site. But on this one, you really do see people just pushing at any direction. It's really hard to read the other team on how they're going to play. That was really nice play from Bissell there. He jumped up onto the top of the white van, did manage to see one of the Cloud members, but not pick up any players at all. Did manage to get hit markers in, and now he's going to challenge that pre-fire, which is a little bit unwise for him. Could probably sustain some damage as he poked around that corner, but it looks as if that Cloud player has retreated. Currently 3 versus 3 now. Still on board with Bissell. If we just have a look, let's go on board with Mac, and Black's unfortunately just been taken down by Josh, so it's 3 versus 2. We're on board with Mac with only 20 seconds left. They're playing this very, very slowly, perhaps too slowly to be able to actually win the attack here. Curse, you need to do something quickly. Zanity does go down 2 versus 2, but 10 seconds left. I think Cloud would be actually very wise to just try and hide in the corner and wait this one out, because I don't... Oh, he is just going to get that bomb down. Madcat is just praying that it's not going to be planted, but I'm very sorry, Madcat. It went to the last second, and you now have to 1 versus 2 and defuse the bomb. A very tough task. That was left a little bit late. Madcat needs to challenge that player now. He can't let that one player get away, because, of course, he knows where he is on search and destroy. Shots fired into him yet again, and it looks as if Madcat's had enough. He's going to chase him down. Got that combat knife at the ready. Looks as if he will flick towards the... will flick back to his gun, but it's just going to go straight for the defuse here with only 20 seconds left. I'm just keeping my voice a bit down low. Not going to be able to do so. That was unfortunate there. He did, of course, tag the player that was needed to be tagged, but not pick up that kill. Madcat absolutely fearless there. I mean, despite actually spotting a player and putting a bit of damage in, he just got his knife out and ran straight at him. I was thinking to myself, surely you're going to choose a different route or something, but no, he just ran straight towards the bomb, tried to get a defuse. He knew that he was outnumbered, and he had to try something a little bit sneaky, but it didn't pay off. I don't know. That was a little bit silly from Cloud there. They were 3 versus 2 with only 20 seconds left on that clock. Curse left that really, really late, and they shouldn't have really been able to win that round. What Cloud should have done was just literally hide out and wait it for the rest of that game, but unfortunately not able to do so. Let's get on board with Josh once again. He runs through mud, does manage to get the better of Vapes around that bomb and skip bomb site. Currently on 8-5. top fragging for his team.
All right, Josh. Well, your team are trailing here, but you do have the bomb down. It's it's actually 1 versus 2 now. Black on his own once again against 2 of Cloud, and he needs to get the defuse. Well, he's taken out Shane. 1 versus 1. He could do this, Gooch.
Yeah, he could. His trophy system has just been destroyed by Josh. Shots fired and sustained. Black's just going to pre-fire that area. Once again, Josh does not need to be challenging Black in this situation. 24 seconds left on that bomb site. Josh just needs to hide behind that police car there. Black, of course, on this head glitch. This is very, very tense as Black goes for the challenge, but Josh telling Black, do not be stupid and challenge me there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really important round, actually. That makes a big, big difference. At this point in the game, that's the difference between 4-4 and 5-3, which would have put Curse on match point. They really wanted that under the belt. It would have meant Cloud had to win 3 back-to-back, but no, Cloud, Josh, I mean, he just brings it to the table at the most important times.
Exactly. Now, who haven't we watched much of from the Curse lineup, Rel? Who would you like to see in this potentially penultimate round?
I think we've seen a lot of Curse. I actually want to watch a little bit of Cloud for this one.
On the defensive. Let's go on board with Mad Cat on the defense at the back of the B-bomb site.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've not actually seen too much defense, so this is interesting, really, because Mad Cat is keeping his distance. We usually see some people actually push behind the B-bomb, but that does leave you exposed to anyone that's been camping out in Garage. So he is keeping his distance, and he's playing it very wisely there.
The reason I've just flicked over to Xanty here was because there were some gunfights being exchanged down this left-hand side, and Xanty going for that wall bang there, unable to pick up any kills. Does manage to get the hit marker though, just edging back, making sure nobody can push out and come towards him. Shots fired in that middle map though.
Yeah, and what I really like about this winner bracket round 6 that we're actually watching now, the teams that are in it in this Turtle Beach Call of Duty Spring Championships, both of them have won 4 games and lost 1 so far. The 1 game that was lost for both of them was in pool play as well, so very evenly matched. That wasn't really reflected in the hard point, but here on Search and Destroy it is 3 versus 2 now, 3 versus 1, and this is looking really nice for Curse.
Looking nice for Curse, but Mad Cat saying no way. He's going to go for that 2-piece. Does manage to get it. He sees the 3rd in that middle map. He knows that he is weak and retreating once again on the defensive with only 13 seconds left. Curse have left this late. Mad Cat for the 1v3 now, only 9 seconds left. Surely he's going to go for that bomb down, which he is on that B bomb site. 5 seconds left. That bomb has gone down. Mad Cat has got to make this kill and get the defuse now to win this round and take his team in towards this lead. Yeah, well, it would be a 1 versus 3 by Mad Cat if he can pull this off, but he needs to hunt this kill down. Let's actually bring up the minimap as a whole here and see what's going on. Oh, and it's actually going to end there, and Mac is going to get the kill against Mad Cat. I thought for a second he was going to pull that off, Gooch. Yeah, I thought he was as well. Perhaps if he'd have challenged originally, I thought that Mad Cat had done the right thing. Of course, he knew he was weak, but he was by a head glitch. Perhaps if he'd have got himself on towards that head glitch, knowing Mad Cat's AR shot, as we do over here in Europe, it was very, very possible. But unfortunately now they trail 5-4 against this Curse line. Let's watch Curse's defense, shall we? Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. We've not seen too much defense, as you say. We'll see a little bit of Bizzle, see what he's going to do. He's actually pushing right out into the middle, and we've said this before, the defending teams on Slums Search and Destroys tend to be a little bit more aggressive.
Because they need to get in front of that bomb to try and push this. Yeah. Well, what is at the moment the Cloud lineup back. So you are exactly right, Raul. They do need to push up just that little bit more than what they potentially do on defense. And this is sneaky from Bissell here.
Yeah, he's just lying prone here on that statue. Vapes is going to draw first blood against Josh, and Cloud are starting to feel the pressure here. After such a huge victory on the hard point, now it's coming right down to the wire on Search and Destroy. Curse almost edging it, but no, 3-3.
Yeah, Shane with big shots onto Bissell there. We're just going to flick over to Team Cloud and get on board with Xanty, but let's move it back and go on board with Vapes just at the back of that A bomb site. Macking towards that middle map, currently exchanging in a gunfight, so we'll stay on board with him, see what happens from here.
Okay, Mac just bobbing up and down, looking through blue building, seeing if anyone's going to push through that glass. And, you know, they're really in a better position here. You've got to see this because it's 3 versus 3 and there's 25 seconds left on the clock, and Cloud need to either make the kills or get the plant. Xanty goes down 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. This is all it.
Let's get on board with Shane, currently in the process of that clutch situation, but Vapes quick to take him down there. That was a good comeback from Curse, despite being behind many a time. Former teammates and friends sat behind them there, cheering them on. And it looks as if Mad Cat is actually going to go just for a very quick restroom break.
It's all got a little bit too much for him, Gooch. That Search and Destroy, the pressure is just, he's wavering.
I'll be honest, I don't think Mad Cat feels pressure.
Well, no, I think he embraces it, really.
Exactly.